Thank you, Liverpool fans, for accepting my trade offer. Midweek, I came to you with a proposal, a business proposal. Nothing major, nothing scandalous, all the T's and C's aligned, and you signed on the dotted line, and I appreciate you for that. There is still a hatred between us, but there is an understanding. There is a common denominator that we share and we wish to eliminate. And today we toast to the work that you've done at the Etihad. Now, I know my comments are going to be pouring with Arsenal fans. Listen, I'm not cheating on you. I understand our relationship is complicated. When we speak in the streets, you tell me every time, I hate you, but I love you. I understand you too. But today I'm talking to Liverpool fans. It's just a little bit of harmless texting. We're not going to go anywhere with this. The hatred will return next season. They know this. We will not walk together for long. But today we do. And that is okay. So, and then there'll be comments, are you wearing trousers? You know I'm not. I'm wearing boxers. Don't ask, okay? From the top down, we are smart, okay? Halfway, it loses its way. Let's get into proceedings. Let's talk. Let's discuss. Manchester City 0, Liverpool 2. It wasn't a classic. It wasn't a thriller. It wasn't sexy. It wasn't champagne. But it was necessary and needed. And Liverpool, they come to this fixture very conservative, very, stable, but not entertaining, not exciting, not Klopp, not Mane, Firmino, Salah. It was a packed midfield, 4-4-2, sometimes a 4-5-1, sometimes a 4-6-0. They didn't even play with a striker today. And when you're looking at that lineup with Slot, you're thinking, Man City, they struggle defensively. They concede goals. They're easy to get at. You can kill them in transition. Where are your attackers? Where are your lethal weapons? Where is Jota the Slotter? Where is Gakpo? He left them on the bench. And you know what? It worked. Because Manchester City, the onus was on them. He said, it's on you to win this game. It's on you to apply the pressure. It's on you to entertain. You're at home. There's a demand. There's an expectation. Even in your free fall, even in your drop-off. After losing to Real Madrid in midweek, this is your chance to make a statement. So do so. Pep went with all of his attackers. He went with Foden. He went with De Bruyne. He went with Mamouche. He went with Doku and Savino. And it didn't work. Because they could not create any real clear-cut opportunities. Trent, the belt to the arse treatment, face the wall treatment, naughty corner treatment. Doku had him on strings, but it didn't mean anything in the grand scheme because Van Dijk and Konate will never get an easier day at the Etihad. It was cruising, coasting, seaside football for Liverpool. They did not stress, they did not worry, really. The Fodens and De Bruynes were ineffective. They didn't make anything happen. And all Liverpool did was they sat and they said, we'll be steady, we'll be settled, and we'll be sorted. See it, say it, sorted. That's what Liverpool did. TFL thing, yeah? And they had them, and really they broke in, at times, few numbers. Not a lot of players to combine with and connect with. And this is where we talk about Salah, because I know people will criticize him for just popping up with the GA, but not the overall performance. But today, fantastic that he, for him and for Liverpool, that he gets his goal and his assist. He's effective. He's the big game player. He delivers. He's going for 20, 30 goals. He's going for 20 assists. He's pushing the statistics. He's trying to get that Ballon d'Or as well as help Liverpool to major honours. But look at the task that he had to do today. He was Liverpool's outlet. He was Liverpool's main man, the only man in that attack. We've seen Liverpool not really share the burden of the workload with Jota's missing opportunities in the previous game, with Nunes, with Diaz, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Gakpo, the best of the rest. Today, he was on an island, on his own, and he had to maneuver and manipulate his way through that Manchester City defence, as he did with Vardy. He found a bit of time and space in the box. He smashed it, got a bit of luck, deflected in the goal, gets an assist as well. And you can't do anything but credit the man, because today, it was reminiscent of when we won the league with Mourinho, and second half of the season, we did shut up and shush. We said, we'll sit, hang tight, and we'll let Hazard go and do the work. Obviously, this is a little bit different because Man City have not really got a fair fight with Arsenal. It's done. The title is over. The race is complete. It's finished. Today is a day where we can toast and say that it's done and dusted. So shameless. But it is over. And it never really started because it's February and we're saying that it's done and dusted. So when did it really ever begin? Let me take a drink. For Arsenal, this didn't begin against West Ham. This didn't begin. It began in January. Because Liverpool have not been picture perfect. Liverpool have not been Klopp's 97, 92-point team. They haven't been the best version of the Liverpool that we've seen. Man City are nowhere to be found. This is not an unstoppable force, but what they are is seasoned and they understand how to manage and make moments for themselves and get through games and get points on the board. It's not going to go down as one of the greatest Premier League teams of all time, this Liverpool team. We've seen better Liverpool teams. We've seen great City teams, great United teams, great Chelsea teams. The rest of the league, and I'm talking about top teams here that have spent a pretty penny, including ourselves, will be kicking themselves thinking, we couldn't even challenge? We couldn't even challenge an injury-prone Jota with, 5 goals this season? A Núñez that is just helpless in terms of his decision-making and his clinical nature up front? A midfield that was built for purpose, really physical, bit of technical ability in there as well, but we're not talking generational midfielders. We're not talking, the icons of the league. We're not talking De Bruyne, Yaya Toure in his peak seasons. We're not talking Lampard, Ballack. We're not talking Makalele. We're not talking Fabregas. We're not talking Matic. We're not even talking Scholes and we're not talking. It's just Liverpool being sensible, being competent, and obviously they've put up great points and they've put the ball in the back of the net and defended, even recently in the last few games, pretty poorly. They've conceded goals. This team, they should have had a competitor, is what I'm saying. It shouldn't have been such an easy walkover, but it is. And many teams, not just Arsenal, but many teams will look back at this season and say, wow, if you just do the basics right, get the recruitment, spot on, coach, develop a couple of players, improve the Gravenberches and the Gakpos, have a couple of seasoned veterans, some experience, a couple of world-class players. It's not littered with world-class players. You can be up there. So, but in terms of the game, it was all Salah up there, right? Szoboszlai obviously getting amongst it, trying to push forward, trying to make those long busting runs, stretching his legs. Obviously gets the assist for Jones, that gets ruled out. But City never really created any clear-cut opportunities. City never really banged on the door. City never really looked like themselves. It was poor. Trent was getting cut up by Doku, like I said earlier, but it didn't mean anything in the grand scheme. And it just fizzled out. It was a walk in the park. Liverpool were taking a piss at the end. They were just toying with them. They could have made it 3. They could have made it 4. They chose not to. That's on them. They can do as they please. But the league is done. It is multiple reasons why I drink today. I drink because the potential outcome of a Premier League London winner is not there, unless it's myself. I don't want to see anyone else. And I drink also because I haven't recovered from last night and yesterday in the defeat to Aston Villa. And I will drink my sorrows and I will continue to enjoy the Premier League football as a neutral and watch others achieve great success while we continue to pity and piss about. Because funnily enough, with everything we've spent and everything we've put out there, we should have actually been able to, if we had not being brainwashed and not being manipulated, we actually could and should have been involved in this conversation this season. But, that's part of the game, part and parcel. Can't even get top 4, it seems, at the moment. So, yeah, I will just swivel on this and we will speak. Well, we won't have to speak again. Thank you, Liverpool. Business is complete. Transaction confirmed. Money has been sent. Hope you enjoy the winnings and hopefully we don't need to speak ever again. Love and guidance. See you soon.